What is inner work? I was standing in the gym one day, minding my own business. A friend who I'd gone to the gym with called me over and said, "I want you to meet." At the time, I had just consciously started my journey of inner work or inner knowledge. I was a naive 20-something, yet I was fascinated with understanding more about myself and other people. Inner work is the process of self-reflection and self-discovery aimed at understanding, healing, and transforming your inner world. It's the healing of thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and unconscious patterns. What leads someone to this path? For me, it began as a curiosity. Since childhood, I'd had intuitive insights, but I'd realized in adulthood that if I wanted those insights to mean something, I'd have to discover more about myself. Why? It was because I felt very connected to the meant-to-be feelings we all have at some point in our lives. I wanted more connection to meant-to-be experiences, enriched feelings, and an enriched inner world, rather than something bland and unexciting. To find those enriched feelings, I had to have to improve my inner world. Personally, I had watched whilst growing up what occurs when you have an untamed inner world. I had watched a mental chaos occur in the lives of those around me and wanted what I think most people on this path want, something different. They don't want the previous generation's mental chaos. Inner work became an obsession. I was constantly assessing my thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, trying to understand my strengths, weaknesses, and triggers, owning what was going on in my world rather than trying to do what I had done previously, denying it. I became highly focused on addressing old emotional wounds, healing past traumas, and unresolved emotions. Full of guilt, shame, anger, and fear, I began to view these energies with self-compassion and forgiveness. In short, I didn't want to become the walking wound I had witnessed growing up. I think the one thing we try to do is make the journey of inner work a destination. We become too attached to outcomes. We say to ourselves, "I'll do this inner work if I get this specific outcome." Whilst outcomes are motivating, personally, I found the more we're unattached to outcomes, the richer the experience. When in the gym that day, I wasn't attached to any outcome in my life. I had hopes and wishes, but I was simply focused on the inner work, the journey of it, rather than a destination. "Meet Lawrence," my friend said. I shook the hand of this very excitable, very short young man, but then I immediately threw his hand out of mine. Why? Because I had a very clear picture in my mind that this was my husband. And saying nothing, I shuttled off. Today, 25 years after that day in the gym, we are happily married. He was totally oblivious to my world, my inner world, and he didn't know anything about self-development. On paper, we were worlds apart, but spiritually connected and ultimately to the grand plan. If you're open to your grand plan, I suggest you start with the life codes. Today, we have one mission: to help you learn to trust your gut and transform your life. Discuss this article with me. This article is about having no attachments to outcomes. Common outcomes I hear from clients is that they need something to motivate them. They don't feel good enough. They've achieved everything they set out to do, but they don't feel happy. Share your journey of learning to trust inner wisdom over external outcomes. What unexpected gifts have emerged when you've released the need to control every destination? Join me in the comments section this week so we can explore these insights together, and during the first week after publication, I will personally respond to your thoughts and questions. My name is Heidi Sawyer, and I will be your intuitive guide on this journey to trusting your inner voice. I look forward to working with you.